People. How's it hanging? We got Tej Mondo, aka the rookie, or Rook, as Rig would call me, back. Oh shit, that's loud. Oh, fuck, how do I... Oh, bollocks. Basically, last video, I was planting a couple seeds. I was like, look, I'm going to make a video about training in lockdown. That's exactly what I'm doing. How am I training in lockdown? No, this is not called How Should You Train in Lockdown. Obviously, training differs from person to person. Some people want to do some different things. Me personally, I'm big into the body weight sort of thing at the moment. I'm enjoying practicing, trying to do like handstands, muscle ups, trying to practice the planche, like all these little things that are just, I just find them so much more fun than like shoulder press 5 times 12, like boring. Anyway, how am I training? How does my cut influence my training? That it basically doesn't. And I wanted to make this kind of video because often, like, I like looking at, you know, people on the internet, and I'm just like, I wonder what they do to look like that, you know? So let's jump into it. How do I train? Basically, for my training, I need to consider 3 things. The first being progressive overload. Actually, it was jokes. I saw this TikTok, and it was this guy on TikTok, and he was like talking about kickbacks, like the tricep exercise kickbacks. And this guy was like, look, tricep exercise kickbacks, great little ting. And then this absolute gym breather, who's about 5 foot wide, probably asks his mum to put like an extra bit of protein in the fucking lasagna. He's like, wait, let me do an impression. He's like, actually, bro, you cannot... Damn it. Actually, bro, you cannot progressively overload the tricep kickback at home. You need a cable machine where you can up the weight to progressively overload. Tricep kickbacks need to be slapped on still. Just wrong. Just disinformed. Or disinformed? Great, I talk about uninformed, most uninformed person. Obviously, progressive overload, there's a number of ways you can progressively overload. You can increase, obviously, the number of reps, which you don't need to increase the weight for. You can increase the weight, that's certainly a way. You can get better form, that is a manner of progressive overload. You can increase the time of the eccentric part of the contraction. You can use isometrics to fatigue the muscle before doing the exercise in order to add extra extra tension on the muscle. You can also reduce your rest time. That's a little good one. But yeah, progressive overload is the main thing. And the second, for me, numero dos, is having fun. I was actually trying to think of a third one. There's no 3 things. It sounded nice at the time. Obviously, having fun is absolutely vital, because if you're having fun, you're going to find it easy to stick to. And the best training program, like the best diet, is the one you're going to follow. And although technically I have a loose plan, like I'm going to do what I want. As long as I'm covering the basics and I'm progressively overloading, I'm going to train what I want to train because I find it fun. So for me, enjoyment is the most important thing. So those are the 2 things I'm considering: progressive overload and the enjoyment factor. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to say that I train 6 days a week with 1 rest. Now, in lockdown, that's not entirely true. Obviously, lockdown, not a whole lot to do, so chances are I'm going to be training every day. But for the premise, obviously, scientifically, you're meant to have like a full rest day. So just for the video, I'm going to be saying 6 days a week of training. So obviously, I'm cutting at the moment. I'm trying to lose a couple pounds because I'm a bit chubby. That is a lie. I'm absolutely diced to the bone. That's also a lie. So I'm doing more cardio. For me personally, my favorite type of cardio is jump rope. So Monday, it's training day 1. I'm up in the morning, nice and early, 7 a.m. We're getting some jump rope and we're doing some graft. Actually, quickly on a cheeky side note, this chair, how sick is this? This is what I wanted to show you. Ready? Oh dear. Anyway, morning, we're doing jump rope. Something I like to do is circuits. Obviously, I've got circuits on my channel. I used to post jump rope content. I'll leave those links in the description. I'll also show a cheeky little clip of what I used to do. Essentially, 30 seconds of an exercise, 10 seconds rest. Do, let's say, 7 to 10 exercises, rest a minute, complete the circuit 5 times. Super simple, there's plenty on YouTube. Also, the jump rope dudes have mean workouts. If I don't follow one of my own, I follow one of theirs, just to switch it up, not get bored. But yeah, usually only takes half an hour, burn, 400, 500 calories, mean exercise. Love jump rope, and you look like a fucking ninja. Then on the days where I'm doing cardio, so I'll do cardio in the morning, I'll do whatever that I have to do that day, some study or some exam or all most of the time. That afternoon, I will work on my movements. So this involves the muscle up. Obviously, the muscle up is a massive movement that I just want to be able to do. Like, I just want to be able to grab the bar and rep out 10. Like, if you can grab the bar, so that's so aggressive, like, rep out 10. If you can just grab the bar, rep out 10 muscle ups, it's just sick. It's a sick exercise. Compound everything, tries, chest, lats. And it look like a ninja. So the muscle up is a big one that I've been training to do. Also the planche, I've been trying my best to planche. Now obviously full planche is straight arms, gravity defying. I am nowhere near that strong yet. Obviously I'm working on it, so I've kind of started with like a bent arm, half planche, sort of between planche and handstand kind of thing, just to gain my strength. But I have started training like straight arm movements just to, you know, build that planche strength up. The human flag is something I've started training. Again, I just think it looks cool and it's fun. And last but not least, I literally started yesterday, is the handstand, because obviously the handstand's really important when you're doing calisthenics movements, like, you know, handstand push-ups, obviously, planche as well. Basically, the good thing about calisthenics is, like, all the movements help each other. Like, your squat doesn't really help your incline dumbbell press, you know what I mean? Whereas with calisthenics, literally any movement you do, apart from arguably pistol squat and handstand, they're all linked, like they're all gonna help you. So yeah, first day of the week, that's what I'm doing. Now on my big days, I only do one session. This is where I focus on either a push session, a pull session, or a leg session. Still, most of it is calisthenics based. Remember when I was talking about progressively overloading? Yeah, we're going back to that now. So, progressive overload, what am I doing? Well, I've chosen some compound exercises. So let's actually take legs. The compound movement I've chosen is pistol squats. So at the start of this lockdown, I was doing 3 sets of 8 pistol squats, and now I'm doing 4 sets of 10 with an 8-kilo kettlebell. So essentially every week I was upping the reps, and then once I up the reps, I up the sets, and then once I up the sets, I up the weight. So that was the compound movement I was overloading for legs. For my other movements, I tend to work in the 8 to 12 rep range. These are exercises like your Bulgarian split squats, and essentially, again, I'm applying the same principles where I'm trying to progressively overload those as well. But my main priority every session is progress on that compound movement, and then secondary to that is my other movements. It's the same with pull, except the compound exercise is different. It's a pull-up, and it's the same with push, except the compound exercise is different. It's a dip. And then as I progress through the workout, I tend to do exercises, 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps, except still I'm trying to add weight, usually by just like a dumbbell I've got lying around, or I just chuck on my school bag, books are heavy, and do that. Like, again, easy way to add some weight and progressively overload your movements. So essentially, that's what I alternate. I do a day where I do jump rope and my movements, my calisthenics movements, and I also have a day where I do either my push, my pull, or my legs. So it goes cardio movements, push, let's say, cardio movements, pull, cardio movements, leg, 7th day is a rest. However, remember when I mentioned fun? Today I absolutely threw that in the bin because I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. So I woke up at about midday. No, I didn't. So I started training at about midday. Did a jump rope session, half an hour, smashed that. Took 10 minutes, just enjoyed the sun. Then hit a pull session. Absolutely mean. Yeah, scientifically it probably wasn't the best because I was a bit fatigued from the jump rope, but mate, it was fun. And for me that was the main thing. So hit a pull session, and then right after that I practiced some handstands. Then after the handstands I was completely finished. I was absolutely dusted off, so I was like, mate, I'm done. Came inside, ate some food, and then I just went for a walk this evening because, like, who doesn't love a walk? Tune into some banter barn. Anyway guys, that basically concludes the video. That is how I train in lockdown. I'm enjoying my training, and I think even when gyms open, I'm going to continue with continue with calisthenics, because I want to be able to muscle up like the absolute man. I want to be able to planche, I want to be able to handstand. I just want to be able to do all these sick tricks that, like, people are like, whoa, that requires strength, because calisthenics, mate, it's the hardest type of training I think I've ever done. Like, bar MMA. But, like, literally, the amount of strength required for some of these movements is utterly ridiculous, like, insane. And you can do it anywhere, like, literally anywhere. Imagine if you can do handstand push-ups into full planche, you can literally go to the beach for an hour and train there. Like, scrap the gym membership. Your body is the gym. Like, mad. Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this video. Nice little chill one. Good to get that information out there. Hopefully it helps someone. If it even helps one person, this video, 100% worth it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in another video. Adios.